In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.
Hola, everyone. Hola. Let me just see something. Oh, this is lost badly, but I want to see it. Oh, that's what it is. And this is lost. This is lost battery. Okay. Wait 1 second. Where's my book at? Hey, everyone. How are you today? this here. Put this here. Hi, how are you guys doing? Now, if you guys are ever wondering what lipstick I use something called Ruby. They have the best colors. I actually love them. All right, let's put you here. Sugar in this. How are you all doing today? All right. This. Put this and this together. The cream back. I could probably use this for something. My cinnamon doesn't work anymore. It clots. I don't know how. I think I gotta make a solution and then put it in a separate bottle. That's what I'm thinking. All right, guys. Oh, chow. This isn't so clean. Hold on. All right. All right, guys. How are y'all doing? Well, we have a situation in LA, y'all. We have a situation in LA, and I don't think it's going to end well for LA. And I'll tell you why it won't end well. During COVID, where are you guys? During COVID, they stole a lot of Latin babies, right? So we like to say Mexican, but they weren't all Mexican. They were Ecuadorians, Venezuelans, like there were people from all over. The entry point to safety is through Mexico. But they stole a lot of Mexican babies. They locked them up. They locked the parents up. Try to remember, those of you that are racist and refuse to see another side, um, they put them in cages, which remember I predicted. His very first video, I said this man was going to put these kids, these these Mexicans in cages. He put them in cages, said he had the right to do it. Most of them spent like 2 years, 4 years in these cages, and people were petrified. People were petrified. So then he took the kids. I think I'm going to release my feet and get it some air. And flew most of these kids across state lines, many of them winding up in New York, many of them winding up at P. Diddy's parties as lollipops or Tootsie Rolls. Allegedly, and in my opinion, many of them have not been seen ever again. And then they flew the parents back, most times separating mother from father. We're not even talking about the children that they stole. They separated mother from father. And then to make it worse, they separated them in any country. They did not care. So an Ecuadorian could have been sent back to Mexico or whatever. Like it didn't matter. They just dumped him on the plane like a bunch of rats with no care, no food, 12-hour flights, American military. So I personally was wondering, when was something different going to happen, right? And so we've been hearing all these stories. ICE is this place, ICE is that place, ICE, ICE, ICE. And then word got that ICE was in LA as a massive deportation. I mean, they've been there already. They'll just go into nail salons and take out Philippine women. They'll just go into restaurants, go straight to the kitchen. I mean, some companies, which was the company that contacted them and said, we've got immigrants here, but you hired them motherfucking immigrants. So we knew they were there. But then they made a big announcement. ICE, ICE, ICE. Why? Because they think now they hot shit. And the immigrants are scared. So now we're coming in big, bad, bully, guns drawn. And they were ready for them. They're not going to let 2020 COVID happen all over again. They were ready. So let's see what you guys are saying. Good morning, creative soul. Good health. Good health. Um, Irie Scott, good health. Good health, 1D. I know, right? Noel, good health. Grand Rising. Noel is now a moderator, and thank you so much, Noel. Good health and Grand Rising. Hi, Dara. Good health. Good golden morning. I love that. Picture printing for myself, Colton. Hey, Colton. Dara, morning, dear community. Dorcel, Grand Rising. Everybody. Dara, Dumpy did it on purpose. He's trying to make a huge false point. Latinos forever. I remember how they did the babies and separated them from their parents. Remember, Dorcel? Where are those babies? Are they body parts? Oh. Hi, Jenny. Human trafficking. Oh my God. At Combs? What's that, Combs? Hi, Juanita. Howdy, folks. Is dump at Combs? What do you think? What do you think, Dara? They still have not brought up the lollipops, aka children. Oh my God, what you think? A bunch of non-English speaking babies? What happened to them? Combs Underground Tunnel. Howdy, folks. Is Dumpy going to pardon Combs? We're not going to worry about that right now. Maybe at Jeff Epstein and Diddy's parties. Exactly. Exactly. Hi, Tasha. My father always stated it's going to be a civil war. Always. Always. I totally agree with your dad. Hi, Magic Mermaid. Yes, Dumpy's going down. Maybe Doge was working on this too. Maybe. ICE equals Proud Boys. ICE equals KKK. You're right. Tasha, human trafficking is about to be exposed. It's about time. ICE equals white militia. Kardashian Jenner clan crime family participated in this sinister events for years. You mean Combs? Very sad, Magic Mermaid. Noel, you're quite welcome. Aww. Thank you, Noel. One Deep says, congratulations, Noel. Remember Hawaii. Now, what are we talking about? Were there riots in Hawaii? Or do you remember how they stole Hawaii? Because I know that story. And how the Christians came in and wouldn't let Hawaiians speak their language. What the fuck is that? Or do you mean the burning down of Hawaii? Hi, Samara. Oh, Samara, I got to send you something on Shanquella Robinson. Makes me sick too, Dara. I don't see anybody wearing no damn red hats anymore, Magic Mermaid. Do you? The children went missing. Then a year later, trying to steal California, trying to burn California down. Yeah, I mean, this is ridiculous. This is horrible to see in my city. Sheena's got hands on the ground. But at the same time, I saw many Latino for Trump flags and Mexicans for Trump flags during the election. Well, they learning their lessons right now. And I'm pretty sure all those Mexicans are like, no Trump. Like, many Latinos made mistakes. But I really want to say, I believe the number for Latino women that voted for Kamala was in the 80s. So the ones that you saw were most likely more emphasized. But many Latinas did not vote for Trump. So I want to be fair to them too, right? Nowadays, you're going to look stupid. And nowadays, you put that hat on, you're going to be a target. Oh, that's what you're saying. Yes, Combs. They were linked together with Kardashian and Jenner. And that's why all the PR stunts. Interesting. Interesting. There are loads of immigrants working at Mar-a-Lago. but that's okay. Like, we're not like, I want us to stay a little focused, right? Because every change that takes place could mean a shutdown of Latin workers. So I want to give like anybody working at Mar-a-Lago grace, right? Because I'm sure they have families. I don't want to say too much against too many things. I want the community to talk to the community. I don't want to be the one to be like, what you doing? What you doing there for? Mm-mm. I want the community to go, where you working? Oh, no, no, no. But I'm going to tell you about the Latin community. They're most likely not going to do that because they understand the struggle. So most likely what you're going to get, I'll be on the streets. You keep working. I'm going to fight the power. You keep working. That's the way I kind of see it. Oh, child, no. Yes, I understand Cubans in Florida. I understand. But let's stay focused because we can tear anything down, right? But can we please look at the positivity of Latinas fighting back in LA? And it makes a fucking difference. I don't know about Florida, okay? I don't know about Oklahoma. I know about 2 cities and now 3. And I come from the 3 fightest cities ever. So I come from New York, fighters. Tough bitch, yes. I even get people that when I like am innocent, they're like, don't try me with that innocent crap. I'm like, yo. And I'm like, all right, you're right. I'll kick an ass for nothing, for free, right? LA, what? LA? Do you even know the history of LA? Get out of here. And ironically, how did I come to a fighting city in the Caribbean, St. Croix, where 4 women were tired of slavery and burn this shit down? I wound up here and I love it. We are not the 1 nor the 2. So y'all gonna learn today. Now, let's take a history lesson.
Lynched here in 1871, and they still chose to really thought you were gonna push LA around. This is where Tongva women like Toy Perina planned rebellions in 1785 to push the colonizers and their missions off her land. This is where the first Chinatown built by Chinese Americans is. 18 Chinese men and boys were lynched here in 1871, and they still chose to rebuild. This is home to the LA garment strikes. In the 1930s, thousands of garment workers, mostly Latinas, walked out of shops in downtown LA for 26 days. They got a 40-hour work week and fair pay. This is where the Zoot Suit Rebellion was. White sailors and soldiers attacked Chicano youth. In 1943, they ripped their Zoot Suits right off their backs. But you better believe they fought back. And blacks and Filipinos were right there swinging with them. This is where the Watts Rebellion raged for 6 days. Since police want to harass black folk, in 1965, we caused $40 million in damage to the neighborhood and built Ujima Village, Martin Luther King Jr. Hospital, Charles Drew University, all in its ashes. They sent down 14,000 National Guard troops for that. This ain't our first rodeo. This is LA, home to one of the Black Panther Party's most active chapters. They created the first SWAT team in America to raid their office. They killed chapter leaders at UCLA. They didn't stop organizing. Many of them went underground. This is where the East LA walkouts happened. In 1968, thousands of students walked out of class for Chicano representation in education. Black studies started at San Francisco State in 68, but Chicano studies started at Cal State LA in 69. This is LA, where the American Indian Movement, AIM, occupied the Bureau of Indian Affairs in downtown. 1972, they demanded sovereignty, enforced treaties, their land back. Baby, this is LA, when the feds cut funding to AIDS programs. The queer community not only stepped in to take care of each other, they took direct action. Act Up, the AIDS Coalition to Unleash Power, stormed the Federal Drug Administration's LA office. Cause why is the FDA gonna keep delaying approvals for AIDS drugs while all these people out here dying? They shut down Wilshire Boulevard to protest healthcare inaccessibility. They held die-ins and mass protests at Catholic churches, the CDC, and pharmaceutical giants. I mean, this is really LA. We've always been too much for the world. We have never backed out of a fight. The LA riots didn't happen for our health. It happened for our freedom. It's true, we might not always get along, but we know how to protect one another. This is LA.
Did you learn something? Oh, Jamaica needs a revolution bad. I said that when I visited Jamaica. I did not appreciate the pushback on the land that belongs to them. And I said, when I was standing on their beach, I said to God, there's gonna be a revolution. There's gonna be. All right. Now, did you learn something? So, while we want to always talk negative about the Cubans, Florida, the only one I see fighting big time is LA. Massive fight. Massive. There are just some things you might have to be unalived for. And I'm saying it. There's just some things you got to go for. You got to stand in front and take that bullet so that your children don't suffer. We can't show fear anymore. We're done. Now, I've always been on the side of immigrant. You know why? Because the white men are immigrants. You get out. You go back home. Go back home, Russia. Go back home, South Africa. Don't come to our country. We're rioting. It's no longer safe here. So don't even book that flight. Don't even call your embassies. Oh, we're very scared in South Africa. You're going to be scared here too. Dara, thank you. I did learn. Right? The guy stood on God. He did an amazing job letting y'all know some history. Good. I hope children are out there fighting. What the fuck? They need to learn how to fight right now. You think if my grandson and I were there, I would not bring my grandson? I'd be like, listen, we're going to fight. And you know what Ezra would say? Bet. Because I know my grandson. What time, Dory? And should I sleep? My grandson? I can't wait till he gets old enough where he could be like, I'm going with Dory. Dory, what protest we going to? We got several on the list. Don't let there be a protest in Atlanta. I'm gone. I'm there. What you talking about? I dealt with Mexicans and people that aren't Mexicans, but everybody likes to call them Mexicans. Good ass motherfucking people. So fuck anyone who has problems with immigration. You know who they had problems with? Blacks. And we didn't ask to be here. Do you know how many times growing up? Because I grew up in a racist community. Some of you kids don't understand, where people thought it was okay to say, go back home, or point to the country, Niger, and say to me, nigga. And I have to keep my black cool. I'm 10 years old. I got to keep my cool, and I got to be like, that's called Niger. And then for them, two little white boys look at me like I'm stupid. Like all of a sudden they're like, they learned something for the first time. They're like, oh, yeah. And you just have to walk away. And then you get tired of it. You get tired of the racism. I grew up in an all-white neighborhood. And me and my brother used to get off the bus, and white boys, little skinny 16-year-old white boys, but I would be like 9. So they seemed massive to me. And they would be like threatening us with their bats. They never did anything, but they would be threatening us. And one day we got off the bus and they said a word. I believe it was nigger. And my brother is not a fighter like me, but he had no choice but to stand there. And I ripped into those little 16-year-olds. I was 9 or 10. And I told them all about their white asses. I told them how nasty they were. I mean, I pummeled them. And then I went home and bullets were shot through our front window. I caused a race riot. A little 10-year-old. Did I cause it or did I defend it? Because don't come to me with no shit and think I'm just going to take it. I'm just going to take it. Like I look like a motherfucker. I look like it. My mama was like, oh dear. What did you say? I told them. I don't even remember anymore. This, that, and the third. My mom was like, oh my God. That night, there were bullets through our window. And it was what they call a picture window. And a picture window is a big, massive window. And how good is God that one, the bullet went through, did not crack the window, but there was a bullet hole. And it was sitting, I believe it was where my mama was sitting. And it hit the sofa, not her. God. When something's for you and a bullet got your name on it, you going. Period. When it's not for you, it'll swirl up and down, da-da-da-da-da, and not hit you. Fuck out of here. Protest. Let's look at some more videos, y'all.
Before you live.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
I don't even know what to say at this point, says Noel. I totally agree, child. I agree. Samara says, this is terrible. An orange person is agent of chaos. Nothing positive since January 20th. Exactly. It's history in the making. But you know what? We have history. So they know exactly what to do. Remember when we were talking earlier and I was like, the Latin community better figure it out. They better figure it out because the blacks are not there. We're drinking coffee. We boots on the ground. We are still not there. So the Latin community have to have a coalition and start to mobilize. And they did. And LA, that's how LA protests. I don't know how the rest of y'all protest when y'all had the day of protesting. Oh, every 50 cities, we're doing a peaceful protest. Oh, it's peaceful. It's peaceful. Fuck out of here. Burn that shit down.
Understanding of this situation has now rapidly deteriorated. The LAPD moving in on horseback, firing rubber bullets at protesters, moving them on through the heart of LA. You just shut the fuck up! You okay?
What the fuck did she think was gonna happen? Oh my God. Listen, Australia, your dumbass is not supposed to be there either reporting. You're not supposed to be there. These are raw people. Raw. Emotions are raw. You don't get to get respect because you are media. This is like being YouTube at the Diddy trial. Those YouTubers are raw. They raw. all kinds of chaos at that Diddy trial. Australia, you're not supposed to be there. Let's watch that one more time and watch Dummy get hit.
Hours of standing off this situation has now rapidly deteriorated. The LAPD moving in on horseback, firing rubber bullets at protesters, moving them on through the heart of LA.
You just shut the fuck up. You okay?
Emotions are raw. Why are you there? And by the way, I would tell my media company that I work for, find me a shield. If you want me to go there, find me a shield, because this is not pretty. Fuck that. Media, stay out of LA. Everybody is like, what? You gonna get hit.
Yeah. Call you later.
Tommy's like, watch Dummy get hit. Dummy got hit. Dummy got hit. They shot her on purpose. You don't attack the press. You don't, unless your emotions are raw. Unless the emotions are raw. This ain't your 1960s protest. This is your 2025 protest. And Mexican children have gone missing. So yeah, that bitch gonna get hit by a rubber bullet. Fight the power. Sheena says, this is the Wild Wild West. This ain't ish peaceful over here. What did they expect? What did they expect? Anyone. What? And here's the thing. Okay, here's what really happened. So 40 number, whatever, leader of this country sent ICE in. Now, how did he do? He sent ICE in, and I think he sent ICE in with the military, if I'm understanding correctly. The crowd started backing ICE up like this. Very peaceful. They were like, nope. They went to some warehouse, and that's how this whole thing started. And the people came out, started backing them up, and they started moving back, right? Don't forget, y'all got families too, right? Then LAPD, those dummies, put out an order to help ICE. And the one conflict LA got is with LAPD. That's the one conflict. Not ICE, not military. It was when LAPD showed up that it got violent. We always have problems with LAPD. Oh, since you don't know what I'm talking about, let's get re-educated.
Straight. Y'all really thought you were gonna push LA around? This is where Tongva women, like Toy Perina, planned rebellions in 1785 to push the colonizers and their missions off her land. This is where the first Chinatown built by Chinese Americans is. 18 Chinese men and boys were lynched here in 1871, and they still chose to rebuild. This is home to the LA garment strikes. In the 1930s, thousands of garment workers, mostly Latinas, walked out of shops in downtown LA for 26 days. They got a 40-hour work week and fair pay. This is where the Zoot Suit Rebellion was. White sailors and soldiers attacked Chicano youth. In 1943, they ripped their Zoot Suits right off their backs. But you better believe they fought back. And blacks and Filipinos were right there swinging with them. This is where the Watts Rebellion raged for 6 days. Since police want to harass black folk, in 1965, we caused $40 million in damage to the neighborhood and built Ujima Village, Martin Luther King Jr. Hospital, Charles Drew University, all in its ashes. They sent down 14,000 National Guard troops for that. This ain't our first rodeo. This is LA. home to one of the Black Panther Party's most active chapters. They created the first SWAT team in America to raid their office. They killed chapter leaders at UCLA. They didn't stop organizing. Many of them went underground. This is where the East LA walkouts happened. In 1968, thousands of students walked out of class for Chicano representation and education. Black studies started at San Francisco State in 68, but Chicano studies started at Cal State LA in 69. This is LA, where the American Indian Movement, AIM, occupied the Bureau of Indian Affairs in downtown. 1972, they demanded sovereignty, enforced treaties, their land back. Baby, this is LA, when the feds cut funding to AIDS programs. The queer community not only stepped in to take care of each other, they took direct action. Act Up, the AIDS Coalition to Unleash Power, stormed the Federal Drug Administration's LA office. Cause why is the FDA gonna keep delaying approvals for AIDS drugs while all these people out here dying? They shut down Wilshire Boulevard to protest healthcare inaccessibility. They held die-ins and mass protests at Catholic churches, the CDC, and pharmaceutical giants. I mean, this is really LA. We've always been too much for the world. We have never backed out of a fight. The LA riots didn't happen for our health. It happened for our freedom. It's true we might not always get along, but we know how to protect one another. This is LA.
Damn. Whew. I love that. I love that so much. I love that so much.
Away at Camp Pendleton. This isn't just another news cycle. This is what civil unrest looks like in real time. So what should you be doing? Start by understanding this. Staying home is often your safest move. If you're anywhere near the chaos, avoid travel unless absolutely necessary. Lock down your home, stock up on food, water, medicine, and fuel. Don't wait for stores to run out or shut down. Now, we've all had experience with lockdowns, but this isn't about viruses. It's about violence in the streets and the potential breakdown of public order. Plan for the long haul. If the protests spread or supply chains snap, do you have what you need to last for 30 days or more? Next, you have to stay informed on the situation. When the internet slows or goes dark, local radio can be a lifeline. Monitor verified sources, but keep your head on a swivel. Your situation can change fast, especially if violence jumps zip codes. If you have to go out, keep a low profile. No political statements, no branded gear. Blend in and move with purpose. Avoid crowds. Civil unrest thrives on attention. Don't become a target. And yes, defense matters in this situation. If police are overwhelmed or redirected, you are the first responder for your household. Secure your home, create a safe room, know your tools, and be ready to protect the people you love if it absolutely comes to that. The truth is, when chaos erupts, the system doesn't come to save you. You need to be calm, ready, and confident in your own preparedness. Now let me know your thoughts in the comments and follow for more.
Preach. Yes. Did you say something else, Samara? Warning. Not wanting. Oh, LA is hosting 2026 Olympics with countries wanting not to travel to America. Cancel the fucking Olympics. Who the fuck cares about some fucking gold medal and we don't know if a Mexican immigrant is gonna survive? Cancel the fucking Olympics, LA. And at the moment, they done lost high-power police cars. That's money. So whatever they think they're gonna do, maybe we won't get the Olympics this year. Maybe they won't be able to build the Olympics for 2028. I don't know. I don't care about the Olympics. I don't know. I care about people. Are we eating in LA? Are we safe from being tortured? Because the thing about immigration is that they're going to snatch up non-immigrants on top of immigrants. They just taking bodies so that they can hang them like strange fruit to the president of the United States and say, we got 1,800 today. Whether they green card wearers or not. And I'm talking about Mexicans. Motherfucking Chinese people, get your fucking asses in there. Get in there, Philippines. Get in there, Japanese. You're there. Don't let the Mexicans fight your fight. Get the fuck in there. Africans. Oh, get in there. The fuck you talking about? Oh no, they got a quota to round up 3,000 people a day? Okay, here comes the fight. Bye-bye, Olympics. Bye. Should we see if they go, like, they have enough time to clean this up, or do they? Because the Olympics is coming during Trump's, I didn't mean to mention his name because I can't tolerate him, during 45's tenure. Or will he be there? Or what we could really do is give money to LA and not give money to the Israelis. Is that a concept that nobody thought of? We got money to rebuild LA, so Mexicans tear it down, because then maybe they'll use the money more appropriately. I know he wants to clear martial law. Let him. Do you think it's gonna work? Think about it. Don't be afraid of, oh, he's gonna declare martial law. Fine. Then it's on and cracking. The police are now outnumbered. How you gonna call martial law on a city that don't have police? And military, seriously, get in there and shoot civilians. Seriously reconsider the American flag. He trying to fire the military. Who you kidding? I know things. He don't care about them either. So no, you're not going to get in there military, guns blazing, and think you're going to take out LA. You're not. You're not about to catch no PSTD, whatever, postpartum, what is it? You're not about to hurt your own American people for a crazy man. Maybe this is the time for military to say, I can't. I won't. I mean, that is considered a coup, I think. Not against the president, but not following orders could be considered a coup. So then what? Everybody goes to jail? Okay. Prefer to go to jail than to take out innocent LA. No, we're not doing this anymore. No, we're not doing this because a crazy man said do it. That's called Hitler. California is the top richest in the world. We will be okay. It's the poor red states that will suffer. Will the Olympics actually happen? And California is very rich. Come be a teacher in California. You're going to be rich. Teachers are rich in Cali. What am I trying to say? Post-traumatic stress disorder. Don't get post-traumatic stress disorder because your crazy president / Hitler said, do this to the people of LA. Are you kidding me? No is a whole sentence, military. And even you have to take a stand. So you know what? Everybody calls sick. Everybody go to jail. I'm talking about military. But don't participate in this because you think you have a job. They don't give a shit about you either. You all come home with post-traumatic stress disorder, and then they don't care about you. When you come home crazy, and 3 o'clock in the morning, you thinking you're in Afghanistan somewhere, and you're sleeping with your wife, and you're tucked behind a pillow, making a barricade because you think you're back there, traumatizing your whole family. Don't do it. Think I don't know. Please, God, talk to me. Talk to me about LA. Will the Olympics happen? Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see. LA's your child. LA's your love. And by the way, California belongs to Mexico. America stole it. And stole Texas. Like, get the fuck out of here. Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see. LA's your child, your love, your beloved. Please, Father God, authorize me to see and say what you would like for me to say and see. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen. Amen. Ashe. Maybe they do want to see the world burn. Maybe that is even a purpose. All right. Let's lower the stage, y'all. Let's lower the stage. Okay, so the first card I'm getting is there's a secret behind the LA militia coming in. There's a secret. There's a secret. This is being done for a reason. But the opposite is going to happen. Their plan is going to be the opposite. There is going to be probably a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces man, or an emotionally responsible man. And this could be Newsom, although I don't know his birthday. But he is one of the best emotionally responsible leaders we have in California. There were some promises made that they wouldn't do what they're doing. There were some promises made, probably to this man, probably to the governor. And now the governor's hands are tied. It's tied. So he would rather do things legally and fight in the legal court. But actually, 47, 46, what's his number, has actually been losing in the courts. And that's why he's taking it to the streets. He's been losing to the courts. So it's going to come down to letting the streets take over. It's going to come down to that decision. And then it will be taken to the courts. How to deal with. Oh, I didn't pull enough cards. I hate when I do that. Oh, man. I always feel like it messes with me. All right. I'll take you. There's a woman at the forefront of all of this. There's some, oh, I did pull enough cards. There's some generosity here. So I'm not going to use that one. There's some generosity here in terms of money. So I think you're right, Sheena. Let's burn the city down, but money will come back. It's a 2-year waiting period. Oh, no, it's a waiting period. So it's a 2-month waiting period in terms of whether or not the Olympics is going to maintain what they want to do. And LA is going to burn down all summer, guys. All summer, period. I don't even know if kids are going to be able to start school on time. They have no choice. They have no choice but to fight. In 2 years' time, the stars of the Olympics, they're going to be on the fence as to whether or not they want to come to America. If they do, this is going to be the lightest attendance ever. Will the Olympics come in? When is it going to be? 28, right? We got 3 years. It's going to take them 2 years to rebuild LA, but it's going to burn down all summer. All summer, it's going to burn down. So they won't know the financial cost until much later. Guys, they're even calling on for spiritual help. This isn't just a bunch of people fighting. This is literally an ancestral fight now. The funny thing is, Trump would be okay if California went bankrupt. That might be his end goal. I don't think that's going to happen, but that might be his end goal. The other funny thing is Newsom is going to be like completely okay with the city being torn down. And so will the mayor, Karen Bass, right? It's almost like they're saying they have a right to vote. We're going to let them protest. We're not going to take it from them. And let the city burn. Even the political leaders. And this might even be Karen Bass. This might be Newsom. But it's almost, and the justice card is here, right? So it's almost like there has to be justice. And sometimes vigilante justice is just as good as the court system. I don't think the Olympics will come unless there is a balance of emotions, which they got 3 years to clean up this act. But the funny thing is, they've been dealing with COVID immigration laws since COVID. And it's been 6 years for COVID, 5 years for COVID, started in 2020. And these immigration issues have compounded the community. So if you got 5 years to burn the city down, then sit back, Newman, because the fact that this started, it doesn't mean it's going to stop. Like, emotions are high. The planets and the stars, they're all in Aries. They're all in, Aries is ruled by Mars. This is fight, 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 fight. And I think Saturn is in Aries, and that's a 2-year planet. Where's my phone? I dropped my phone. That's a generational planet, and this is a generational issue. And for those that study astrology, like look up Saturn in Aries. Like how many planets are in Aries right now? Saturn, Neptune. Neptune is a dark generational planet. Chiron's also in Aries. Ceres is in Aries. I thought there was another planet about to move into Aries. I thought there was another known planet. Oh, Venus just left Aries. Okay, we'll take it. The moon right now is in Sagittarius. This is perfect for a fire moon. That's the moment. That's the emotional moment is in Sagittarius. And Sagittarius don't take shit from nobody, period. They don't back down. Aries is a fire sign. Mars is the planet that governs Aries. Mars is associated with energy, action, assertiveness, qualities often attributed to Aries people. We're going to start this fight. That's Aries. All right. Let me see. What sign is Mars in today? And to date, Mars is in Leo, guys. So we have a Sagittarian moon. Mars, the fighting planet, is in Leo. They're going to burn this shit down. Down. Oh my God. Oh my God, everyone. All right, let me see what everybody's saying. California succeeded in the movie because the president used military against people at a protest. Wow. California takes care of the poor red states. They would feel the bankrupt of California before CA does. Oh, I love that. The last war movie shown the Western forces against a man who looked like the president. It was California. Oregon, Texas would become a new country. What movie is that? Succeed from the U.S. I'm reading it backwards. Will California succeed? Oh, hold on. Karen Bass is a Libra. And she's a really good woman, by the way. She's so good. Oh, 47. Thank you, Samara. I'm not watching the feed. Hey, Rhonda. Hey. Hi, I missed you. How are you doing? And Newsom is a Libra and Karen Bass is a Libra? No way. I love Newsom. He needs to be president. It's like all these rich people just want to. Will California succeed or succeed from the U.S.? Is that what you're asking? That's a lot. That's a lot to ask. I don't think we've never, have we ever had it on a ballot to succeed from the U.S.? I can't see that happening right now. I don't know the value of that happening. And I mean like monetary value. Oh, it's called Civil War. It kicked off as America War in 2026. Wasn't that a recent movie? Or something like that. But it all started over misuse of the military. Oh. Will California succeed? Well, there's a fight here, but it's not big enough to want to fight. I get Newsom here. I get a lot of money in California, as Sheena said. There's some weird cover up. Look at this. I still get Karen Bass here. Huh. This is going to be a headache before they can figure out what to do. Um, I feel like things have to get depleted or sick, something like that. Two of Swords. I don't know if it's a good use of a fight to succeed. Another man comes through. I don't know who this is. And money. Money's a big factor in a good way. This is an abundance of money. I don't think they're looking to succeed from the rest of the United States. Not yet. Not yet. But I do feel like it's been proposed. I feel like it's been on the table as a consideration. But they have had a history of proposals about it, but no official movement has ever been initiated. Many advocates have voiced succession, either the entire state or portions of it, but there are no current initiatives in place that would lead to California leaving the union. So for right now, I don't see it for right now. For right now. If it's going to happen, this is a male voice that could begin to get people to understand that if the immigrants are going to survive, that maybe we do need to separate. So I feel like somebody's going to get vocal about it. But also, I want to point out that if they do, it would be abundant for California to separate from the union. They don't have faith in the union anyway. And the ships are coming in. They would do better separate and apart from the union. Interesting. They would feel free of drama. They can handle their immigrants. The immigrants are not a problem for California. If something like that happens, it could wind up being in the works. Not that it could happen right away, but maybe California has to show that there isn't enough value to then lead to then show their financial strength. I think the city has to burn down, guys, before there's any consideration to take over and be an independent province. I mean, Biden is a political man. So he's going to stand on political authority. Well, yeah, but the fire was already that. The fire was already that way of saying, well, we had all these fires, so let's just bring the Olympic stuff in. Like, that was a trick on us. These fires is these fires are happening on critical land. They're happening on our highways. They're happening more in structured environment that the LA was never going to use for the fires. So this is actually going to cost them a little bit of a mint. So it's going to be interesting to see. LA's rich, don't get me wrong, but they're not that rich for these riots to be sustainable. But I also think Newsom is going to let it plummet. I think he's going to let the riots happen. I think he has to. Because if 47, thank you, Samara, doesn't care and would tear the city down, I feel like Newsom is going to show 47, I don't care either. Let's both tear the city down. Like, it comes down to like War of the Roses. We're going to tear this house down together. I know she did. I know. Hi, John Pooner. Hey, Tracy, what type of spells are you casting for the upcoming? Oh. I'm going to take a look at Civil War, sweetie. It's okay. I'm going to have to go in and cut him out. No worries. No worries. Who knew? Who knew that picture was going to show up there? What a weirdo. Okay, I made black bean soup last night. Oh, and pumpkin. Hold on. Pumpkin more. Maybe I'll just make a whole new batch of soup. Okay, so I made black bean soup, and then I added squash, and I added carrots, and then I put all kinds of seasoning in it, like thyme and all that good stuff. Maybe I should try another type of soup than black bean soup. Maybe I'll try another. It doesn't matter. My point to you is, I said to my neighbor, I said, do you want some soup? Now, he's tried my food before, but he hasn't tried it in a while. And he's like, yeah, sure. So I took him to McDonald's, and then I was like, he's like, do you want anything? I was like, no, because I made soup. And I was like, do you want some? And so I gave him soup. And I always say to him, let me know, because no matter how much y'all think you cook, well, Caribbeans do it better. Ah, ah. So when I taste something that is like tasty, I'm like, I could recreate this. So I made black bean soup, but I forgot some ingredients. So today, maybe I'll make something else. And I'm going to put, because I can eat the black bean soup tonight, but maybe I'll make something else. And I'm going to put pumpkin. I'm going to put pumpkin and then onion. Celery. I'm obsessed over celery. Celery. And then something else. Okay. The movie was deep, and it was pretty much how we will never learn our lessons. I believe that. All the photographers who died documenting war, but not that Americans never learned the damage that it took. Yeah, we also never won a war beyond this revolutionary war. We never won a war after that. Hold on, guys. My body hurts. Wait, let me get my phone. All right, guys. So surviving sunshine morning rose. Hey Tracy, do you know life actually started on Mars before Earth? Ma'am, did you know that life actually started in Africa? All right, guys. Did you know that the original humans were black? Did you know that they found an A00 gene called the Peri gene that dates before any documented human being? Do you know it's only found in the black gene? To the point where they want to call the A00 Peri gene aliens? Did you know the history of Yoruba and how the story of how we got started as human beings, black human beings first? Did you know? Can we share what you know, and I'll share with you what I know? And can we have the meeting of the minds? Did you know? All right, moving on. And yes, I'm a mean ass bitch. You didn't know? Did you know? Thank you, Poli Poli. The first people to own California were Black Indigenous Indians and named after the Black Indian Indigenous woman, Queen Khalifa. Did you know? Stay focused, people. Stay focused when you come on my channel. If I'm talking about California, stay focused, because you're going to get your feelings hurt with me. If I'm talking about Shanquilla Robinson, stay focused. Don't add shit that we don't need to know in a 60-minute feed. The more you know. Thank you. You are dismissed. Thank you, Poli Poli. I appreciate you. What this channel look like? I'm going to take this one. I always like to take the ones that are hiding. It's actually this one. Look at that. Perfect. Lover, upside down. Obsessive passion that harms others. Self-destructive devotion. Noel was cracking up. We love you, Tracy. Did you know? My channel's not for everyone, and I'm cool with that. Just don't try my patience. Lover, upside down lover, which what that surprises you? Oh. Shadow lover manifests as an exaggerated or obsession passion that has a destructive effect on your physical or mental health or self-esteem. So, LA, they're coming for you anyway. They're coming for you anyway. Be ready. So if they're going to tear you down anyways, be ready. I'm very proud of my LA people. I'm very glad to have spent time in LA. If y'all don't know immigrants, everyone is an immigrant except Indians and Black Americans. Everyone else is an immigrant. White folks. All right, guys. Oh, it's 11:38. I better get going. Call me for your own personal reading. I'm tough, but I really do give very compassionate readings. I'm just not for the bullshit. And that's okay. Call me for your own personal readings because we all got to get ready. Take it easy. Bye. 213-458-7408 is the text number. Bye. Wait, what you say, Gabby? Oh, no, he hates LA. Hates us. Hates LA. He couldn't wait to get back in office just to take LA down. Hates us. And if Cuomo was in New York, he would have went for Cuomo first. LA, New York, he hates. But LA, only because Cuomo's not there. You're welcome, Samara. Thank you for the Black Hearts, Noel, moderator. Me too. I miss Callie. I know. I miss Callie too, but there won't be any Callie anymore. The Callie, as you knew, is going to look like Ukraine in a minute. Terrible, terrible. Have a great day. Bye, everyone.
In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I'm sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.